Got a couple of questions about vacuum bagging carbon fiber parts. What I want to do ultimately is make a handguard for my AR out of carbon fiber. Not because of the weight savings, just because I just want to see if I can do it. I had some carbon fiber I bought several years ago, probably about 10 years ago for a project. And it was carbon Kevlar weave, and so it's black and red. And so I was using that to practice with, and initially I started out mandrel just using a PVC pipe, which is real close to the dimensions that I need, and it stuck like crazy. And I'm not using like West Systems epoxy or anything like that. I'm just using the Bondo, what is it, polyester resin, and I know that's the bad stuff. Eventually I'll get on to getting some West 105 with some 205 or 207 harden or whatever it is. But I got to get the process down first. So it would stick to this thing, and there was no way it was coming off. And I used a parting wax that I got, I think it was from Fiberglass. And it's been 12 years ago that I bought it. Didn't use everything. So it stuck like crazy. And so finally I thought, okay, I'm going to heat it up. So I'm going to try it again, and this time I'm going to use carbon fiber. This is the tube that I got. This is the first tube. Nope, it's the second tube that I did. Here's the first tube that I did right here. It looks like just crap. You see all that? When I vacuum bagged it, it bunched up and created these wrinkles. But I'm glad I put this one in there, because you can see I did not do 3 complete wraps. And what I read was do 3 complete wraps. I think this is 6K or 12K weave or whatever. But you can see I did not completely do that. So with this one I couldn't get it off, and I heated it up and everything, the plastic, and see if that would work. And there's a lot of sites out there that say use an X-Acto knife, blow air through it, nothing would get it off. And then just before I went to bed and left the shop, I threw it in the freezer. I woke up the next morning and it popped right off. It was done. So now I know I can get it off. It's not heat, it's cold that makes it come off. So I threw on some more, and the process that I did this time, I don't think it'll go back on there, but yeah, see, it ain't even going back on there now that it's at room temperature. Not going back on at all. So anyway, the process that I use is I used the Peel Ply, which I'm assuming this is Peel Ply. It's got holes in it that will let the resin come through. So I wet out my carbon. I rolled it around the tube, smooth out any of the edges. I roll the Peel Ply around it, and then I use this foam or cloth right here, and then I'd wrap it in that, so that my assumption was that the resin, when you created the vacuum, would seep through here into the cloth, draw it into the cloth. But it's not doing that. It just bunches up into a ball and creates all these really crappy ridges. And then on this one, 3 complete wraps, this thing is like a flippin' rock, man. There's no way that you're gonna break this. It's incredible. So I've got the process down, except for getting that out. And I was wondering if anybody ever did this and was able to get a smooth outside finish to it. There was something else that came in this pack. I may try. I don't know. I don't even know what it is. Super fine mesh. It's like a cloth though. So I don't know if that would stick or not. But then I also did get this right here in the kit that may be sort of a vacuum bagging material it's more pliable than the actual bagging tube right here that I'm using. This is super thick, and as soon as the vacuum takes, there's no give to it. So wherever it bunches up, it just bunches up and sticks. My thought maybe, unless someone has a better suggestion, is to put a piece of plastic, thick plastic down, tape it up, and then use this for the top and vacuum through this, because it's more pliable. I don't know if it's going to work. If anybody's got any ideas, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.